Boardgame Brody here with Meeple Mountain. I have a new prototype copy of Drop Drive. This is the precursor of Phase Shift's game's popular game, Dungeon Drop. So if you're a fan of that game, or if you like sci-fi themes more than the dungeon crawler themes, then you should keep watching. Now this looks like a lot of stuff, but once you learn the game, it's quite easy to know what everything is and what's going on here. I was a little intimidated when I first opened the box to see so much in such a little box, but it's not that bad. The game is played in a closed-off space where you take all the space components and you drop them on top of a spherical sun. The components are then scattered throughout the play area, and if there's any area where a lot of objects landed close together, you can redrop them over the sun again. Each player will start with a spaceship, one card form in the front and one card form in the back. These cards list your stats when playing the game, and I will cover them soon. But you have a limited number of cargo spaces to store space stuff, placing the component in these spots here. At the beginning of the game, you'll be dealt out 3 Explore cards, and you'll be able to choose 2 of the 3 and discard the third. There are 3 types of these cards: ship upgrades that are placed in between your 2 ship cards, making your ship bigger and giving you an upgrade of some sort. The second type are passengers that want to be transported to 1 or 2 specific colored planets, and they grant you the listed bonus when you do that. And lastly, the specimens, which are placed in a slot on the bottom of your ship. These give you in-game space bucks for collecting certain types of specimens. It's a set collection thing that can overlap depending on your specimen cards that you collect during the game. Your ship is then represented with these cards, but on the play area, it's this plastic spaceship. So what will you find out there in space? Well, the big colored cubes represent different planets, and there are 5 of them. When first playing the game, you will use the homeworld side of each planet, and later on you can discover the more advanced sides. Each planet is interested in different colored asteroids, with the price shown decreasing from left to right, and these are the asteroids here that will be scattered throughout the play area. I'll explain what happens when selling asteroids to different planets here in a bit, but you will want to sell the most of a specific color to certain planets to gain the most space bucks that you can. These are salvage pieces here that are taken to any planet and identified and grant that player with the top card of the Explore deck. Again, this can be any one of the 3 different types of cards, and they are added to that player's ship or play area. These are the fuel containers. These can be used to activate your drop drive. Now, the drop drive allows you to drop your ship wherever you want in the play area, depending on your ship's stats. But it's not a pinpoint accurate drop. You will look at your ship and find its drop drive number. And you'll take that many number of nav tool pieces. These connect together to make a straight line. And then you will drop your ship in that chosen area where you want to drop it in the play area at that height. So it will probably bounce some, but it will be close-ish to where you want to be. And that's mostly everything that you're going to see in this solar system at the beginning of the game. Of course, players can encounter other players by going over each other, and then you'll have to choose if you want to be peaceful or hostile, and either gaining some things from the other player or losing some depending on those results of what you chose to be. But as players also visit planets, pirate ships are dropped out, and players can battle them to gain the collected asteroids that they will be gathering as well. The game plays fast. Depending on the number of players in the game, there is a specific number of market demand tokens used when players sell asteroids when visiting the planets out there. When these are all used up, the game ends and the players will count up their space bucks and add up their space bucks from their specimens, and the player with the most space bucks will win the game. The game is pretty quick, which means that the turns are quick as well. On your turn, you can activate your drop drive as many times as you have fuel to do so, and or activate your rocket drive once, and these can be done in any order. The drop drive is going to let you drop your spaceship down anywhere on the board that you would like at a certain height, where the rocket drive is going to let you move on the board where you're at already a certain amount of spaces. I already kind of went over how you activate your drop drive, taking your ship and dropping at a number of nav tools listed on your ship, which you won't be doing every single turn, only when you have fuel, but this can also be very beneficial when you want or need to be on the other side of the play area. Now, to activate your rocket drive, which is only done once per turn, you will take the number of nav tools listed on your ship for the rocket drive. You will manipulate these links, forming a path of where you want your ship to move to and from. Any asteroids, salvage tokens, or fuel that you run over with your nav tool in this path is then placed inside your ship. Any planet that you go through, you will visit, and you will go through certain steps for that planet. Pirates will attack, or you will attack pirates, but you will be rolling a 6-sided die and adding your battle rating to that number. Another player will roll the die to represent the pirate, and whoever has the higher number will win that battle. If your number is higher, then you will gain any asteroids that the pirate has gathered so far. Anyways, players will mostly be moving around until they visit a planet, and when a player visits a planet, they will follow some steps. First, if you have any passengers whose destinations include the current planet, they will be dropped off. Discard that card and take the bonus listed on that card. Second, if you have any salvage pieces in your ship, you can identify them. These pieces will be redropped over the surface of the sun, and for each one, you will draw an Explore card. Third, you can sell any asteroids that you have collected to this planet, but each planet only accepts certain colors. The price is listed on the current planet, and it doesn't matter how many that you sell, they will all sell for the same amount for that color, and then a market demand token is placed on that space. You could sell 4, 3, or even just 1, but always only one market demand token is placed over on that color. This is also the primary way to gain space bucks in the game. The fourth step is exploring the planet. You will then see what your Explore rating number is on your ship and draw that many number of Explore cards. You'll be able to then choose one to keep and discard the remaining in the discard pile. Lastly, in step 5, you will activate pirates. If the pirate is still on a planet, then it will be activated and dropped out over the sun, and it is now in play. Eventually, more pirate ships will come out while you visit more planets. Whether or not the pirate ship is released or not, this step will always activate all pirate ships out in the play area as well. And pirates will be out stealing asteroids of a certain color, and whenever you defeat a pirate by activating your rocket drive and moving over one of them and battling them and winning that battle, then you will gain all their gathered asteroids. The game's strategy is focused on playing the game with the benefits that best match your ship bonuses and abilities. If you do well fighting according to your battle rating, then you should visit planets to release pirates out into the universe and then let them gather up asteroids, and then you plan an attack and take those asteroids and then take them to a planet that pays the most for them. Some ships have a higher drop drive rating than others, making it harder to drop in on certain areas where you want to be at, or maybe making it easier with a lower number, so add all that into your strategy as well. Your rocket drive is especially important as you can move further on the board to cross over more things out in space. Having a better Explore rating will let you get better Explore cards that you want to use. The Explore cards also are giving you some strategic decisions as well. Specimens can give you points at the end of the game, especially if you match them up well. Ship upgrades can change your stats of your ship, making things easier or better. And passengers can give you good one-time bonuses that can help you when it's needed. Besides the strategy part of the game, it's fun to explore wherever you want to be on the board and being able to move decently wherever you want. Just know that if you have a low rocket drive rating, you might need to drop more and collect more fuel to do so. Honestly, with time, I can see a lot more expansions to introduce some more fun things into this game and added rules to make it just how you want it to be. For example, a draft of ships at the beginning of the game I can see being added for more layers of strategy, or when players know how they want to play the game and getting a ship that matches that style. The nav tool pieces are pretty amazing in this game. They snap together and break apart just how you want them to. Very easy to do, and a very cool thing in this game that I haven't really seen in others. They bend well, making it easy to move through most things out on the board while still being able to have your ship maneuver well. The theme is spot on with the space and exploring space, and again, it's amazing that all of these components can actually fit in this small box. Overall, if you're looking for a hands-on game that can be played quickly, this is what I would recommend. Now, if you like what you see here, but maybe want a different theme, then you should check out Dungeon Drop if you haven't already. So, explore the universe, dropping piece after piece into the game field with your family and friends in Drop Drive by Phase Shift Games. Again, this is Board Game Brody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around and check out some other board game reviews to see what you might want to get to the table.